What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about what city is seen here in the distance. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, Rick and Michonne show, Dead City, all that stuff, spoiler warning. So a lot of people are asking this question: what is this city that we see in the distance? Some people say Chicago, New York, Philadelphia. I don't know, a bunch of different things. But we have a breakdown of the post-credit scene, ending sequence, whatever you want to call it. But Rick and Michonne are back in the Walking Dead universe, and I love it. I'm excited for it. 2023, let's go. But are you happy with Rick and Michonne, the post-credit sequence that we see setting up the future of the Walking Dead universe for next year and beyond? Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below, all that good stuff. But Rick went away in a CRM helicopter, and we haven't seen him for a long time. And we've always been wondering, when's Rick going to show up? How's Rick coming back? Are the movies for real? And now we know that the Rick Grimes movies, the 3 movies, are going to be a series with Rick and Michonne. How many seasons, how many episodes, we don't know. But this was the sequence we saw a long time ago, many years ago, that we saw a CRM helicopter going towards a city in the distance. And it was definitely something we talked about for years because I want to know what happened with Rick. It's a thing that we need answered, right? Rick is a huge part of the Walking Dead universe, and we always want to know what city this is. For the longest time, we said Philadelphia, and I think it's been verified time and time again with the cityscape and the landscape. And I think we have yet to hear from Gimple or Kang or Kirkman or whoever about the city, what it is. It was never explained or never, answered yet, right? I mean, I don't know anywhere where they said this is blank. But to me, it's Philadelphia. I'm from South Jersey. I know Philadelphia skyline. My dad, when he saw the post-credit sequence, I'm like, that's Philly. He's like, yep, it is. He's across the way. Is it, the waterfront area? Is it Camden? What would you call it across the way? But we'll talk about that. But here is a side-by-side or front and back, I guess front and back, not side-by-side, landscape of Philadelphia. I think this is per comicbook.com, and it looks very similar. The cityscape and the landscape and the area is in shambles. I mean, we see a perimeter border, a CRM border, wall, whatever, but it looks very similar. And until they tell us exactly where he was, it's got to be speculation, theory, hypothesis, ideas. But to me, it's Philadelphia. Now, we did get some information about this naval cruiser, boat, Coast Guard ship, whatever you want to call this thing. 672 was seen again, so it's the same boat that the bag was tossed on. The ledger clearly says New Jersey, and you see the boat is across the river. I'm guessing it's the Delaware River on the New Jersey side. So that makes sense that it was in New Jersey. But it's not a shipyard, right? It wasn't a shipyard, or was it? It's hard to tell. But we know about the phones that Rick had at first, threw it in the bag, and that's how Michonne, well, Virgil got it, then Michonne. We know that Michonne was with these people in season 10. You see the leather, you see the gear, you see the outfits. Michonne is rocking a new samurai outfit, so it makes sense. We're not sure if these people, this group, were walkers that Michonne was going towards, but it makes sense that they could be. It would just be like, yep, they're all gone. Michonne found the boots and the bag. She found the different stuff on the boat, and it's just easier to call it a boat. Is it a ship, a cruiser? I don't know. I really don't care, but it's a boat. We'll just go with that, right? So ultimately, the idea that Michonne, the stuff was answered in season 10 at the end of season 11, the final episode, is awesome. It's rewarding when you spend your time watching The World Beyond, and there's a post-credit sequence that set things up for the future. We see something that answers questions about Michonne's, where she's been, what she's been doing, even though it kind of makes no sense that she left Judith and her family to go find Rick, but we have to, deal with it. But ultimately, Dead City is going to New York and or New Jersey, so they could come across some ideas and connections with Michonne and Rick, and I hope so. I would love to see the dynamic of Negan and Rick. We haven't had that in a long time. We got Maggie and Negan Dead City. Is it forced? We'll have to see. But the Rick and Michonne series comes after that. And I think the word is, the rumor or whatever the word is, for Dead City, they're going to get a season 2. So how many episodes, how many seasons for Rick and Michonne? We're not sure yet, but we know we got 1 season of 6 episodes is the early word. Does it need to be a 2nd or 3rd season to explain everything, answer everything fully? I'm excited about it, guys. We could not be getting this at all. But the fact that Rick and Michonne returned in the final episode, the finale, is awesome. Rick looking up at the helicopter, and this wasn't shot in New Jersey. I believe it was shot at the studio or around in Georgia. CGI, the city is a CGI landscape. Michonne rocking some new samurai armor, awesome stuff. You know, I'm excited to see. Michonne's my favorite character, so I'm wanting to see her come back for a long time. Rick is a top 5 character for me, so Rick and Michonne coming back equals success, if it's done right, of course, but I think it will. But who is Michonne going towards to attack? Who are these walkers? Did CRM kill another community outpost or area? But Rick smiling at the helicopter has a lot of people wondering, why is he smiling? Well, he's defiant, and you ain't going to take him down. The other big question is, besides what city is this, is who's in the helicopter? Is it Heath? Is it Jadis? Is it Silas? Is it, you know, who knows? We don't know. There's no way to tell. But Rick getting captured has to make sense because Rick never came back for so many years. You know, when Dead City rolls in, there's supposedly a time jump there. So I don't know how many years Rick has been away if he ever finally comes around again. 10 years? I mean, who knows? But the fact that he's coming back is awesome. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Post your comments below. Do you believe that this is Philadelphia? Why and why not? And we just don't know. So we got to have these, you know, theory breakdown discussion videos to find out the answers until they actually explain it to us. But thank you guys either way. Stay safe. And as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you.